Ludus Vulpes.
Welcome to Ludus Vulpes. My name's Kirsty.
And I'm Phil.
Today, we're here to share with you our new game, Kindred Spirits.
That's right, our new game.
Designed by Phil Fox
and Kirsty Bewley. So, in Kindred Spirits, you will be sending your spirits to the ethereal plane, there to gather and capture spiritual energy by following the golden bonds of connection.
First things first, before we go any further, we just want to point out that what we're playing with today is a prototype, and the final art for the game is shown on the screen now.
Hopefully you can see where the game's come from and where it's got to now, so that should be good.
All the artwork has been done by Gabby Spencer Art, and each image is a linograph.
There you go.
Print.
So what we've done is we've got the board almost set up for a two-player game, and the ethereal plane will grow and flex depending on how many players are playing. The game takes between 2 to 4 players. In a two-player game, you're going to have one of the potential starting layouts is this 3x5 grid, and that will grow for 4 players, 2, 3 and 4 players.
One thing to note is ensure when you're using the base game that you play with the pieces with the golden bonds on the orthogonal adjacency. So just in the north, south, east, west. If you're not sure, if you just check the other side and you'll see that there are some other directions, and this is for the advanced play.
So once you've got the board set up and the scoreboard placed next to the main board, it's time to sort out the hand of cards you'll be playing with. So the first thing you're going to do is you'll have a whole raft of cards that are in your suit. I've chosen to play the Tiger and Kirsty has chosen
the Pegasus.
The very first thing you're going to do is take the 1 and the 6 out and just put those to one side for now. Now, the way the game is set up, every suit has 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 4s, 2 5s, and 1 1 and 1 6. So the 1 and 6 come out, and then the remaining cards get shuffled together. And whilst we're shuffling those together, Kirsty will just go through scoreboard setup.
So, in the game, we're using wooden blocks at the moment, but in the game, we will hopefully have these beautiful acrylic tokens that you can see on the board, on the screen now. As you can see, there's 2 sizes, large ones and small. You have 10 large and 11 small. Take 1 of each of the small for each player taking place and place it on the 0 on the scoreboard. The one thing also to note is that in the game you will have a Kindred Spirit card. The Kindred Spirit card will have your Kindred Spirit in the centre. It won't have any numbers, but it will have a space for what we refer to as the totem stones, which are these, as a reminder so you know which one you are. You place 1 large onto there.
Okay. So shuffle the cards, and then that deck gets dealt to each player until there are no cards left. So you just evenly distribute them to each player, which is what we've done here. So we now add the 1 and 6 cards. I'm going to shuffle them in, and we give the whole deck, our own personal decks now, a bit of a shuffle. So each player, each player now has their own personal deck of cards that they're going to be playing from, and each player will draw 3 cards as their starting hand. So here are my 3. Just orientate them nicely. There you go.
And that's my 3.
The way you're going to score points in Kindred Spirits is by claiming either runs, so 1 2 3 4 5s, or 4
3 4.
Yeah, 3 4 1 2. So they can be very small runs, or of a kind. So numerical of a kind. So that could be 1 1 or groups of 2. Yeah, 1 of a kind, 2 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind, and so on.
Yeah.
And the way you're going to play is you're going to play a card from your hand to the ethereal plane. and you're either going to claim the cards in the sequence with either small or large totem stones, depending on whether they are your suit or an opponent's suit. So, for example, I am going to start off very simply by playing my 4 tiger just there. Because this is my suit, I get to play a large totem stone, which large totem stones are always going to be worth 2 points, instead of the smaller totem stones, which are worth 1 point. So I have played my first card.
Next, I am going to play one of my cards, and I'm going to go for an of a kind. So I'm going to put here. So we now have 2 4s. However, one is my suit, so has a large totem stone. The other is not, so has a small. Once I finish claiming my of a kind or run, I then take off the original totem stones that were there. And as I do that, I translate the points to the scoreboard. Single, 1 point. Large, 2 points.
I'll take that off you.
2, 1, 2. That's the end of the run. Play continues to next player. And then I top back up to 3 cards in my hand.
So I'm going to play down here, 3 of my own suit. And that allows me to put a large totem here and a large totem on the 4. I now have to remove any totem stones that have not been played onto that sequence. And that gives Kirsty a single point. I'm in the lead.
I'm going to very unusually here do a 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to give Phil 4 points. It's very generous of me.
Payout suspiciously generous, I would say.
Mm-hmm. We will see.
So I'm going to play this 4 down here. I've got 4, 4 and 4, so I'm going to claim those. So the blues, the Pegasus gets the small one, the tiger gets a large, and that Pegasus gets a small. Then off come 3 points for blue.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3.
I'm going to place a 1 here, and I'm going to claim 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to give myself 1, 2 points and give Phil 2 points.
So what's nice there is if you can claim cards that have already got your cubes on, you score points for yourself rather than scoring points for other people. I'm going to play this 5 here. Ooh. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's take that. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then off comes some 2, 3, 4, and 5 points for Kirsty.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. So next I am going to play a 6 here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, giving Phil
way too many points.
2, 4, 6, 8 points there, Phil.
9 points, I think you'll find.
Oh,
on
9,
that one as well.
sorry, yeah.
So that takes me to 17.
Topping back up to 3.
And so play will continue like this until the last card is played and fills the ethereal plane. I'm guessing Kirsty just picked up a card that she really wanted.
I did.
And so there is no, we've already playing like quite sequentially here, but you can separate cards as you play them as well. And you can look to block opponents as well. So the tactics are open and available, and different maps exist as well at all player counts. In the rule book there, I think, is it 3 maps per player count on the basic game?
Yeah. So as an example, on my next turn, I could have just put a 5 there.
And just claimed the 5.
Claim the 5. It does not have to be connected to anything on the ethereal plane.
At the end of the game, the player who is in control of most cards, so not whether it's a large or a small cube, just in control of most cards, will score a bonus 5 points.
Take that off so as not to confuse matters.
And there are a couple of extra rules in the book about scoring bonus points in the game as well at the end of the game. So at the moment, Kirsty will get the bonus points because she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in control, and I've only got 2 cards in control.
Not that I was playing for that.
No, and that's how Kindred Spirits plays. So it's a quick, fairly easy to learn game with some really good tactical push and pull as you play the game.
We hope you found this video useful.
If you have, feel free to follow the campaign. And thank you for your time.
Thanks so much, everyone. See you soon.
Bye bye.